disgruntledduck.com.
Hi guys, welcome back again to another Rob Scale workbench model review. This time we've got the Tamiya U.S.M1A1 Abrams. This is the original incarnation of the tank. 120mm gun. This is probably, at this time, one of the most famous tanks in the world. There's, I think, 9 or 10,000 of these things produced. So a very common military vehicle. This guy cost me round about £22. It's not going to break the bank, and it is, from the looks of it, going to be a fairly nice kit. I can say that without even opening the box, which is weird, but I just have a sense about this one. So let's move the box to one side, and what should we start with? Let's start with, so as you can see, it's quite a big boy. Right, so we've got top of a hole, a lot of the details pre-moulded. There's not a lot of stuff to actually fit in here. We've got our mesh already moulded in there, so don't think you've got some extra mesh to up detail that. That one's already done. There is some mesh in the box that we'll be using for something else, but yeah, so far a lot of detail, a lot of these details. That's the thing, you know, you're paying £22 for a kit. If you're paying £35 for a kit, none of these details will be here. What that means is they're not going to be on the kit, but it means you're going to have to put those details on the kit yourself. It's going to be a lot simpler. You're going to have a lot more building work. For me, the level I'm at, where what I'm having fun with at the minute, because I'm building a few kits, some of the bigger kits, more complex kits. I'm working a mini art kit at the moment, and that has just everything, and that's a nice slow build, but it is slow. Sometimes you just want to finish something, you know, you want to get in on the weekend, you want to work for an afternoon and actually have something to show for it at the end of it. With some of the mini art kits and that, you get so highly detailed that after maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, you've only just built the engine and you've still got so much of the kit to do. So yeah, this is going to be one of those ones you put together in an afternoon, maybe a couple of afternoons over the weekends, but it is highly detailed, so when you are finished with the kit, it is going to look great no matter what skill level you are. So right, so there's the top of the turret. It's a huge tank. I mean, okay, I'll just for a second here, I'll grab something. So if you look at that turret there, so this is the turret for a T-34. So you can just see, side by side, it's absolutely phenomenal how far we've sort of come in the size of what tanks are. So there we go, that's the top of our tank, so to speak. Next we have the base. So these are all pre-fitted. Again, with some of the more expensive models, these are things you're going to have to fit yourself, but with this guy you're going to have no problems with any fitments and that. Your walls are going to line up because they've already been fitted, so you know, for what it is, I'm quite happy with that. You know, sometimes these things really do my head in. Some things you don't want to do, sometimes some things you do want to do. And I'm quite content if I pick up one of these reasonably priced kits and I don't have to do some of this stuff, you know. It's not really what I expect to do. So yeah, bottom of the hole, again, nice deeply raised rivets, so we're going to get a lot of detail when it comes to giving it a wash. Right, next, what have we got? So we've got two of these sprues. They're identical. So these are all our wheels, drive sprockets, etc., idlers. They look nice, don't they? We've got a little, looks like a tow rope on the side here. That looks a little bit ropey, pardon the pun, but that definitely looks like it needs some cleaning. This is somewhere you might find a little bit of casting marks, or especially some flash range wheels. So I can feel small indentations, but they don't seem to be too much or too noticeable. Again, looks clean. I do like doing wheels. There's a little close up of the wheels. That's the most relaxing thing, you know. I like my old wrestling, so I can sit back, put some WWF or WCW on, and just watch a couple of old matches while I sand some wheels. And that keeps me quite content and out of trouble. Right, next. So again, we've got some external parts. we've got our gun barrel, we've got our side skirts, got ourselves a nice little figure. This guy's fully standing, legs and everything. Front of our gun, our external machine gun, hatches, looks like some goggles for our figures, some external boxes, toolboxes, storage boxes, etc, etc. Again, a fair bit of stowage on here, which is nice. A lot of kits you'll buy that do not necessarily, but do require stowage. If you want to put them in a diorama or that, you won't get the stowage with it, but you can buy an upgrade resin kit for 20 quid, which is the price of this model anyway, which just that frustrates me sometimes, you know, how much these stowage kits cost. I know they're made by independent people and we should support them, everything, but it's a lot of money, to be fair. But anyway, so that's our second sprue, or our second main sprue if we negate those wheels. A little closer look. The only bit I see a little problem with, and it's not a problem with the kit, it's more of a problem with me, is going to be these little ropes on the bottom of the side skirt. I can see myself smashing them up at some point with my big clumsy hands. But I digress. Hopefully that shouldn't be a problem. Right, so our final part here, or our final sprue of parts, storage cages. We've got some more storage boxes, parts of the rear of the tank. We've got our second figure. This is going to be our, well, looks like our machine gunner, or a secondary, or maybe our tank commander. You know, I could be very wrong on all those parts. But anyway, there's always interest in sticking these together. I've become quite accustomed recently. I've built quite a few tank models with these storage containers on. It was something, or these storage cages on. It was something I was quite nervous about. You've got to be a bit careful when you're cutting them and cleaning them, so they're quite fragile. But yeah, I was a lot more concerned that I wouldn't be able to build them up as nicely as I have done and as easily as I found them. But again, with this hobby, you know, people are, oh, how did you get so good? And you say it to other people, oh, how are you so good? It's like, we all know it, it's just practice. The more you do something, the better you get. From anything, from painting to how much glue you use to stick something down, you know. Right, rubber tracks. I won't harp on too much about these. Make sure you clean them, wash them, because there's usually some mould release on there that stops paint from sticking. A nice undercoat. I like oil like an automotive primer or a rattle can, something non-scale model related. Paint them up. Make sure you varnish them before you stick them on, and they should do you all right. You can always buy some aftermarket, especially for an Abrams. There's tons of aftermarket stuff for this kit. You know, if you don't, you can convert it to an A2, even though the A2 is on the market, but there is tons of stuff out there. So, on to our extras. So we've got a big old bolt in there. No idea what that's for. I don't know why we need a bolt exactly, but I'm going to find out. There's these older clear plastic parts. They're quite fragile, so be careful when cutting them out. Not going to recommend a glue. I mean, a lot of people use a P-Veil that for sticking these clear parts in, just so it doesn't get fogged up or damaged. Some people use extra thin. They're a little bit more talented and a bit more delft with their touch than I am. But yeah, PVA glue is good for them. We've got, looks like quite a few different number plates we've got here. So we've got some different variants we can paint this guy up in quite clearly. Got our poly caps for fitting our wheels. We've got a big piece of mesh, so I'd be interested to see where that mesh is going to go, and we can probably do that right now if we grab out our instruction booklet. It's quite a thick one. I wasn't expecting that. It's newer, probably this kit's around the 90s, so we've got our paint chart here. Gives us all our Tamiya colours. As we go through, it's going to show what colours to use where. Nice easy instructions. I can't see anything so far. So okay, so the mesh is going to be for the base of our storage cage at the back. So that's that issue cleared up. You can see where all the boxes fit. It looks like it's going to be a really cute little build. hoping I can get this done over a weekend. So yeah, this is the U.S.M1A1 Abrams main battle tank. This has been my review of it and unboxing. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully this is helpful for you guys. I do like to see if I can find a review video before I buy certain models, just to give me a sort of clue of what I'm going to be looking forward to. Join me again, come back, check out the channel. Going to be building this. There's lots of stuff going up in the near future. And in the meantime, happy modelling, and I'll see you guys later.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment.